wow, it really feels like, you know, things are back to life here in terms of everyone's going to work. Obviously, at the height of COVID, people were working from home. It was completely deserted. But now it feels just like a everyday morning in Hong Kong. People are wearing their masks and heading to work. So today I've arranged to meet up with a professor to understand a little bit more about 2020. So in the last couple of days, I've been visiting restaurants in Hong Kong, and I've noticed that when I've talked to the bosses about what has been a really difficult period, there seems to be a certain spirit, a certain way of dealing with the situation. As a Hong Konger, can you explain a bit more about that?
You know, from SARS and then, you know, the financial bubble, financial crisis, we have always and will always be dealing with challenges. So students-wise, I think a lot of them are distracted. I think during the most difficult moment, a lot of students were absent from classes. And so that is not a good sign. I think it hurts the learning of the students, and performance has actually gone down. So overall, I think the impact has not been a positive sign. So, you know, I'm very lucky to have good relationship with students in general. Students do come to me and ask what I think, and I'm always trying to be neutral. I think that's really important. I don't see university as a place to discuss who is right or who is wrong. That's not the goal of a university. The goal of a university is to provide perspectives, to understand where people are coming from, why people are doing certain things, what are their underlying motives for saying certain things in public, and what are they really thinking in private. And you really have to get them thinking. The most important thing in university is for them to learn to think critically. And one of the spirits of the Hong Kong people is the concept of resilience. You know, with 7+ million people in Hong Kong, very competitive. The best of the best people come to Hong Kong. And you have to be always on your toes, and whether it is COVID, whether it is SARS, or whether it is anything else, we are always thinking about changing, becoming better, and how to tackle problems using new methods so that we can use it more in the future. One of the most signature characteristics of Hong Kong people is being proactive. What does that mean is that whenever you have to deal with a challenge, you not only just deal with it, but you also find new ways to deal with it, so that next time when similar things happen, you can use the things that you have done in the past, and you can use it, and you find new ways to deal with it.
During times of difficulty, we rely on strength of character and positivity to see us through. Hong Kong is a place that has bounced back from countless challenges, and the Lion Rock spirit of its people is one of the main reasons for that. Right now I'm in Central, the heart and soul of Hong Kong, a place that no matter how many times I come, it never fails to impress me. I've heard about a restaurant here that's done particularly well during hard times, so I'm going to find the restaurant manager, Ben, to find out more about how they found opportunity during hard times. Hey Ben，好耐冇見。
Hello， 大米你好啊！
當你冇咁忙嘅時候過嚟啊！
係啊，頭先喺度望緊啊，啱啱係啲客啱走咗。我哋呢邊睇睇，
好靚啊！
係啊，點心嘅樣係好緊要，俾人哋有個覺得好驚喜。驚喜嘅之餘咧，要俾人哋食到入邊啲嘢都要好靚。我叫師傅特登整啲嘢俾你。OK， 好，又靚又好食。
好期待啊！哇！好期待啊！
有啲
哇，好想食啊 ！So funny！ 我睇呢個唔係鮑魚嘅味道，係咪？
係上邊真係真正嘅一隻鮑魚。
呢個啊？
係真正嘅鮑魚，真正嘅鮑魚。我哋用咗一隻福建嘅莆田鮑魚嚟做。 但係下邊嘅底咧係曲奇餅嚟嘅。
I'm telling you, you have to have a really open mind for this restaurant. Black truffle, abalone, and a chocolate biscuit. Yeah, that's interesting.
我做呢行嘅餐飲咧，其實 total 做咗33年。今年咧係我做得最辛苦嘅。1月26號開始政府正式嘅宣布，依家開始有乜嘢嘅病，個生意咧就突然之間一晚中間咧跌咗90%生意。當時個心情係一定好差啦，差嘅之餘，不過冇失去咗自己嘅一種嘅信心嘅。我覺得明天會越嚟越好嘅。
Obviously, that's not easy to do.
咁嗰陣時就開發咗咧，就起碼都10幾20個適合當時疫情嘅菜式套餐，俾人哋又平又靚。為咗我哋可以喺依家嗰種疫情環境下邊點樣生存，有一開始減少咗90%生意咧，我哋慢慢一日幾千蚊，做到後尾咧可以做到1萬幾千蚊嘅收入。
I'm sure as you turn the corner, when things return to normal, you'll be better than before.
政府有對企業有個9000蚊一個員工嘅津貼咧，我哋公司會將嗰個俾公司嘅津貼攞翻出嚟，分俾放無薪假嘅員工。
That's really good. Yeah.
咁嗰啲員工就開心到不得，更加有一種嘅歸屬感，更加有一種想同你公司綁埋一齊，一齊生。我哋都有一種危機感嘅，我都擔心我聽日做唔做得到啲客流量咧？啲客會唔會再翻轉頭嘅咧？或者嗰個疫情第4波會唔會就又嚟過咧？一啲嘅對策已經喺度啦，等緊你萬一真係有啲咩問題發生嗰時，我哋會將個對策再攞翻出嚟。即係你話80年代啊、70年代啊，一個人打2份工係好正常嘅，呢種就係嚟自香港一種嘅拼搏嘅精神。員工有呢一種鬥志，我哋聽日一定係無論咩環境裏邊，我哋一定會贏。
加油，一齊加油！
I can't tell you how happy I am to see that. To see a restaurant full of people again, enjoying themselves, sharing laughter, eating food. That's what it's all about. I'm really happy for Ben and his team, and it just goes to show that hard work pays off. 阿興，我走啦，拜拜 ，Good luck. For me, there's no better way to see old Hong Kong than by taking the most traditional form of transport, the Hong Kong tram. These were not designed for 6-foot-tall Englishmen. You just feel really involved, really in the city. This is where if I had more hair, the wind would be blowing in my hair. It would look great, but there's just wind in the mask now. What's really interesting about taking the tram is that you go through so many different types of neighborhoods. So you've got the working class neighborhoods and you've got the central business districts all in the same line. So you really get to see different sides of Hong Kong all in one journey. There's something really romantic, something very nostalgic.
Given the social and political events that Hong Kong has experienced over the last 12 or 18 months, I think that many people are now questioning whether the values and the culture and the economy that Hong Kong has enjoyed over the last 30 or 40 years can continue going forward over the next decade or so. My own firm belief is that the economy of Hong Kong will probably continue to be a very dynamic economy, particularly given the emphasis that is being placed on the development of the Greater Bay Area, of which Hong Kong is a central part. So my outlook for Hong Kong over the coming years is that the economy will prove to be very strong and prove to be very resilient. It will need to become much more technology focused as we go forward, but I also think it will also maintain its role as a major financial conduit into capital into China.
Right now, we're in the lively, bustling residential neighborhood of North Point. It's one of my favorite places in Hong Kong, and there's some amazing food to be found here. Cooked food markets are some of the best places to get a feel for the local food scene in Hong Kong. The cooked food market in North Point is particularly notorious for its lively atmosphere due to the one and only Robbie. Good to see you. 大米啊，好勁啊，普通話 very good。大米，我叫大米。大米係。Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Okay. Keep going. Cheers, cheers. 身體健康。Oh, let's go to the next. Okay, next one. Really nice to meet you guys. See you. In all the madness, there's food being served. Everything's going on. This place is something else. Come on. Hey, 大錢有車，大錢。Jamie， 大米，大把。Hi, Billy, big man.
After February,
Yeah.
and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We close up.
What about Billy?
Together, no money pay,
No money pay.
no salary pay.
How did you feel?
Pretty good.
No.
You're right.
No, no.
You know what, you
Yeah.
You know why, man? You're not different, man. We opened 20 years ago, man, before we earn the money.
Yeah.
But right now, man, we spend all the money from 20 years ago.
On this
You
year
know what I'm saying,
to
man?
survive. I heard that when it was really bad, you couldn't sleep. Is that right?
Yeah.
How many hours did you sleep a night?
Cheating. Every day, 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I had to cut up my stuff, man. Nobody can work, man. I hate it. I'm Robbie.
And how did you get through it?
I give you this.
Let the music speak.
We're over 20 years.
Yeah.
Whoa!
This is how you deal with it. You deal with it through happiness, you deal with it through music, and we get through it together.
Hello,
Billy, and we have a bit of Billie Eilish as well.
Come on, Billy. Come on.
I know, I get it, I understand. I'm sorry to ask these questions. Let's look to the future, right? Let's look to the future. No?
Of course.
Yeah. Let's look to the future and look at how many people are happy. That's what I love about
Come on,
it.
come on, come on.
Yeah, let's go. Oh! In times of hardship, a dessert always puts a smile on your face. Sitting here reflecting, it's hard not to feel a little bit conflicted. Having spent so long distancing myself and now slowly letting my guard down. I can't shake that feeling of guilt, especially knowing all around the world people are going through such a hard time and are at different stages in the process. We have no idea
where we are along the road. But it seems like people in Hong Kong at the moment are feeling cautiously optimistic about the situation. What I've learned from the pandemic is to appreciate the small things. A trip into town, seeing a restaurant full of people, or even just a neighbor's smile. One thing's for sure, the Hong Kong spirit that I've witnessed in the last few days, that's what's going to help us get through this stronger, more connected, and more grateful than ever before.
唔該晒老闆，身體健康，生意興隆，拜拜。